We do not inherit this planet from our ancestors. We merely borrow it from the following generations, and we must return it in better conditions.
I am home. I give you comfort. I shelter your family. See me for who I am. Home, sweet home. I am your refuge. I am the floor that supports you, the foundation that keeps you steady, the walls that give you shelter, the roof that protects you. I am your home. If you don't take care of me, I cannot take care of you.
Today, global and industrial population growth are massively consuming fossil fuels and natural resources, upsetting the overall balance of life with countless irresponsible actions, releasing carbon and greenhouse gases at a higher rate than the planet atmosphere can process, deranging its weather conditions even more. But not everything is bad news.
There are companies that are distinguished by their high commitment to the environment and their fight against global warming.
Welcome to Pappel,
A successful case of business sustainability.
Pappel is one of the 50 largest paper companies in the world.
An international company with business operations in Mexico, the United States, and South America. We are a paper and packaging company, structurally different in terms of integration and technology, focused on our clients and on increasing our degree of specialization.
We use renewable and recyclable raw material with the sole purpose of innovating and creating sustainable and socially responsible products.
The paper industry is a major consumer of trees and wood, using them as their main raw material to produce paper, not always in a sustainable way.
Over 2 adult trees are used to make a ton of paper. A company like Pappel would require cutting 10,300 adult trees every 24 hours to meet its daily paper production. But Pappel doesn't need to cut trees to make paper.
Thanks to a visionary circular sustainability model supported by large investments in technology,
Pappel made possible to replace the intensive use of regular forest practices by the urban forest model, that is, by recycling large-scale paper. Pappel multiplies the life cycle of paper and paper products
by recollecting them through an efficient reverse chain of shared responsibility to recycle and convert them back into sustainable paper and paper products, supported by the most advanced technology and a high commitment to sustainability.
This opens a new cycle for what it seemed to be lost and gives nature a break in its indispensable task. So paper returns to be paper. Trees remain being trees, and the forests will continue producing oxygen, capturing carbon, and producing water.
At the same time, intensive paper recycling allows our company to contribute to society with a more efficient management of solid waste and to reduce its impact on landfills. In addition to saving thousands of trees annually,
Pappel decided to permanently ban the large forests of its Scribe division, which extend into the states of Mexico, Puebla, and Morelos, making them instead an important forest and aquifer bioreserve for Mexico, and a green lung for more than 30 million inhabitants. In the Valley of Central Mexico, this is an example of Pappel's commitment to future generations. For all this, Pappel recently received the National Forest Merit Award.
One of the greatest distinctions a Mexican paper company can aspire to.
Pappel is an international company highly committed to sustainability, the environment, and the care of the planet.
It is the largest manufacturer of paper and paper products in Mexico and one of the 15 largest integrated producers of paper and packaging in the United States, meeting the new packaging needs generated by the growing e-commerce.
Pappel also has operations in Colombia to serve the Central and South America markets. Pappel operates through 3 market-leading business groups: Pappel Scribe and Pappel Titan in Mexico, and Pappel McKinley in the United States.
Supported by an extensive international production and distribution network, including 35 industrial plants.
Scribe. Pappel Scribe is the largest integrated white paper company in Mexico. It is the industry leader and the most prestigious and recognized brand in the market, exporting its products to 12 countries. To talk about papers for writing and printing in Mexico is to talk about Scribe. Scribe products touch people's lives daily by sustainably producing and supplying sheets of bond paper for copying and printing, as well as notebooks and paper for the printing industry, books, brochures, newspapers, and magazines, without cutting trees. Pappel Titan is the largest manufacturer of paper and packaging in Mexico and Latin America, specializing in the manufacture of sustainable corrugated cardboard packaging and high graphics. To talk about packaging in Mexico is to talk about Titan.
A few might know it, but many of the products we consume daily were packed, stored, transported, and marketed in a Titan paperboard package, or required our packaging somewhere in their manufacturing process. Titan products contribute to consumer welfare
by providing sustainable packaging and containers for the food,
beverage,
household appliances,
chemicals,
electrical equipment, and spare parts,
fruits,
automotive spare parts,
glass,
paints,
pottery,
textiles,
building materials,
beer,
lubricant footwear,
and multiple products that every day requires an economy with more than 120 million consumers.
Titan also produces sustainable paper sacks to pack concrete, cornmeal, plaster, lime, and bulk products.
Pappel McKinley is one of the 50 largest manufacturers of paper and packaging in the United States, with an extensive national production and distribution network with major industrial operations in the states of Washington, New Mexico, California, Texas, Georgia, and Indiana. The efficient vertical integration of Pappel McKinley, the advanced technology of its industrial processes, its geographical location in the highest growth regions in the United States, and its model of high sustainability and care of nature position it as one of the most important competitive companies to meet the growing market of sustainable packaging in that country. Pappel is not only a paper company that does not cut trees.
It is also an efficient clean energy company with state-of-the-art pipelines and cogeneration facilities, where in a virtuous circle, it co-generates its own green energy, taking advantage of its industrial processes to boost modern gas turbines, thus achieving the energy self-sufficiency of our production platform, which translates into one of the best energy footprints in the paper industry,
which is reflected in a low production cost structure. Pappel also recycles water from its industrial processes, which allows it to have one of the lowest water consumptions in the world to produce a ton of paper.
This allowed the company to receive the Water Efficiency Award for the best footprint of water granted by the international paper industry.
Our operations in the United States have been recognized by the environmental and energy authorities as one of the most responsible and committed to sustainability paper companies in that country, receiving various awards and recognitions issued by the Environmental Protection Agency and from the U.S. Department of Energy.
The World Wildlife Fund, the world's largest conservation organization on the planet,
included Pappel for the 8th consecutive year in its Global Transparency and Sustainability Index.
International Conservation, another of the major global organizations in the care of the planet,
granted a spot in its Council of the Americas to Pappel. Together with its main customers and suppliers, Pappel has developed an efficient sustainability chain to boost a green, low-carbon economy.
As a result of this alliance and its advanced sustainability model,
Pappel captures 8 times more carbon than its industrial processes emit. That is, 5.7 million tons of carbon dioxide annually,
which is equivalent to almost 1 million compact cars circulating for a year.
Which allowed the company to receive the International Environmental Leadership Award from the international paper industry. Based on its sustainable business model, Pappel has built a solid financial structure with a rating of investment grade AA for having, in addition to solid operational fundamentals, one of the lowest debt levels in the paper industry.
Its net debt is equal to once its annual EBITDA, which means that with 1 year of operating flow, the net debt could be paid.
The best-kept secret of Pappel's business success is the people. Its companies generate more than 20,000 direct jobs, including 6,000 closely linked to its operations.
And it is rated as one of the best places to work in Mexico.
Pappel was recognized as one of the 10 companies with best practices and anti-corruption culture in Mexico,
according to the ranking of the 500 companies against corruption, led by the Expansion editorial group, Mexicans Against Corruption and Impunity, and Mexican Transparency.
Pappel Foundation is among the 15 most important philanthropic entities in Mexico, according to the ranking of Forbes magazine.
The foundation is focused on promoting a vigorous culture of sustainability to boost a green, low-carbon economy,
and thereby contribute so the planet and nature can take a break.
Through initiatives and actions that take care of forests and increase the recycling of paper.
The paper industry annually awards business merit in each continent, as well as one worldwide, to the best company in the paper industry. Recently, Pappel and its managers received this award, the Global CEO of the Year, for being an inspiring case that contributes to breaking the paradigm of that a highly sustainable paper company could hardly achieve financial strength.
With our experience and emphasis on innovation, research, and development, we stand 1 foot ahead of the new trends in consumption and the requirements of the new information and knowledge economy.
With the purpose of serving Mexico and the countries where we operate with the best of our business capacity. In the name and in its DNA, our company carries a high commitment of biosustainability with the present and future generations. Because in Pappel, we are part of the solution, and together with our customers, suppliers, and collaborators, we take care of the planet. We are recycling life.